Minority opposes cancellation of Tobago Jazz Experience. IMF says the entity undergoing economic recovery. Zion Youths honor Bell Garden heroes, and in sports, Orlando James dominates under-19 cricket. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards. This is Tobago Updates Television News for Monday, March 11th, 2024. To our top story this evening, Minority Leader Kelvin Morris says the decision to cancel the Tobago Jazz Experience this year is ill-advised. He criticized the THA for what he believes is a sudden decision without providing data-based reasoning. Reporter Candace Jackson has the story.
With the exception of the COVID-19 pandemic, this year will mark the first time since 2007 without the Tobago Jazz Experience. It has been a staple event following the Easter holidays. The THA cited economic sustainability issues for this year's cancellation, but Minority Leader Kelvin Morris wants them to prove their conclusion.
Because you're having situations where you're saying that it's not feasible. But have you done the feasibility study? On whose watch? On what basis?
Jazz was initially hosted in Tobago by the now defunct Clico Financial Company. After its bankruptcy in 2011, the THA took control. However, THA's management faced criticism for late planning and the failure to draw an international audience despite domestic patronage. A 2017 report on the Jazz Festival underscored economic sustainability concerns. Morris asserted that the festival's purpose was not revenue generation, but stimulating economic activity on the island.
For the Chief Secretary to come and say that the jazz is not sustainable, then by his own argument, it means that the carnival is not sustainable, the heritage is not sustainable, blue food is not sustainable, because none of them are really to make a profit.
Chief Secretary Fali Augustine has long advocated for private promoters to spearhead jazz hosting backed by THA's support. However, the official announcement was not made until Friday, drawing condemnation from Morris for its tardiness.
Then you had ample time to make that transition in such a way that it would have been a seamless movement from public THA to private arrangements, and that just has not happened. In fact, there's a big void. Yes, persons perhaps are now trying to scramble to do things.
Morris expressed disappointment, stating the cancellation disappointed a portion of the domestic market that anticipates the event annually. However, Alpha Lord, the president of the Tobago Hotel and Tourism Association, mentioned that the cancellation did not significantly impact bookings, as most patrons were already aware of the possibility of no jazz this year. Lord added that the THTA was not opposed to the cancellation, but prefers collaboration in transitioning into the private sector. President of the Tobago Promoters Association, Kevin McKenna, also agrees.
I would hope that the THA is part of the transitionary period to the private sector, and also the THA must not negate its role and responsibility in terms of the festival's tourism and the benefits it can bring for social and cultural development, which provides a broader range of opportunities that promotes the island image.
McKenna explained that well-organized and promoted events generate revenue for the island, citing jazz traditionally creating an economic spend of $2,500, whereas Tobago Carnival generates an economic spend of $9,000. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News.
During a PNM press conference yesterday, political leader of the Tobago Council, Ansel Dennis, spoke about the controversy surrounding Trevor James, Secretary for the Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and Urban Development, and the construction of the Friendship Connector Road. Dennis vowed it was his last time responding to James on the matter. Ariana Sipiu has the report.
The Friendship Connector Road has been the source of much controversy. The latest was the High Court's ruling to halt the project, as Derek Hearn and his sister Serena Hearn, residents whose property is affected by the road's construction, were granted an injunction. At a press briefing on Sunday afternoon, political leader of the PNM Tobago Council, Ansel Dennis, stated that facts show that a THA employee lodged the first complaint with the AMA on the construction of the Friendship Connector Road.
Because based on his responsibility where he works in forestry, he had serious concerns with the manner in which they were carrying on this project, where they went into the Friendship Estate and started clearing trees and destroying the environment without any approval from the Environmental Management Agency.
Dennis disclosed that this staff member was the first to submit a report. He shared that more recently, Mr. Hearn, one of the affected residents, filed a legal complaint which, according to Dennis, is his right as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago.
Based on the arguments put forward by his lawyers, the court granted an injunction to stop work again for a second time. So I don't understand how the secretary is prepared to blatantly lie to the people of Tobago and lie to the people of this country by saying we are trying to stop the road.
Dennis said that the PNM doesn't intend to stop the project. However, the PNM believes that the people elected into the THA must follow the law. He said if anyone under a PNM administration had acted like Trevor, they would have been removed from the office.
He lied to you, the public, claiming that they had a transparent process where they looked at a pool of 40 plus contractors, submitted a response to the Tobago House of Assembly that was completely false.
Dennis alleged that Secretary James mentioned the name of a contractor who had nothing to do with the process, lied to the Assembly, lied to the Chief Secretary, and lied to the people of Tobago, and are spending millions in legal fees because they did not follow the law. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Following a protest outside its Millshoof office on Monday morning, the Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development released a statement about the resumption of operations at the tractor pull unit after a temporary halt. The release stated that efforts are in progress to swiftly resolve the halt as a team is addressing the issue that caused the halt in service. Operations are expected to resume on Monday, March 18, 2024. Upon resumption, the backlog of requests for tractor pull services will be cleared, after which the division will begin accepting new requests. Well, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has confirmed that Trinidad and Tobago is going through a sustained economic recovery. Minister of Finance, Colum Imbut, was heartened by the staff concluding statement of the recent IMF 2024 Article 4 mission to the nation, which predicted a positive medium-term outlook for the country. The IMF's 2024 Article 4 visit to the country occurred from February 28th to March 8th, 2024. During their visit, they met with several stakeholders, government departments, private sector organizations, and state institutions, analyzing detailed economic data of Trinidad and Tobago. The IMF believes that the country's economy will continue to grow with sustained economic growth. They also encourage diversification to fuel economic growth and have a more predictable fiscal policy through energy price cycles to keep public debt at moderate levels and save for the future. Coming up after the break, a Signal Hill man is charged with the first murder of 2024. The details when we return.
It's March Madness at Standard Distributors Limited. Get $100 back for every $1,000 you spend. Major appliance deals on Frigidaire, Hyacinth, Samsung, and more. Plus, same-day financing options available. Don't miss out. Sale ends March 31st. Standard, never beaten on quality and prices.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. Do more, live more.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausage changes in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meats served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Welcome back. A 20-year-old Tobago man was charged with the murder of 28-year-old Wanya Kareem Small and the wounding of another 28-year-old, which allegedly took place on the 1st of January 2024. Jamal Samuel of Signal Hill was charged with murder, shooting with intent to cause grievous bodily harm, possession of a firearm, and possession of ammunition. He appeared virtually before Master of the High Court on Scarborough, Sarah De Silva. Samuel was remanded into custody, with his next appearance occurring on June 3, 2024. Well, the Kiwanis Club of Scarborough opened a reading nook at the Botanical Gardens last Friday. Governor of Eastern Canada and the Caribbean John Shav and Lieutenant Governor Shelley-Ann McPherson-Price of the Kiwanis Club attended the opening event, and Ariana Scipio has the story.
Kiwanis is a global organization comprised of volunteers dedicated to making the world a better place, one child and one community at a time. They contribute to the causes of health and nutrition, education and literacy, and youth leadership development. Governor John Chave shared his thoughts about this initiative.
I think it's wonderful when you do anything that improves the lives of children, helps to educate them, and especially this reading nook. I'm a prime believer in literacy and the importance that literacy holds. So I think it's fantastic what we're doing here.
Lieutenant Governor Shelley-Ann McPherson-Price said she is responsible for the Kiwanis clubs in Aruba, Curacao, Bonaire, Suriname, and Trinidad and Tobago.
Here we are at the Kiwanis Reading Nook. It's a project that we did in collaboration with Reforestation and the division.
She shared that they showed Mr. Chave some of the projects they have been doing on the island. Nigel Tate, Assistant Secretary for the Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development, was also present at the opening and thanked everyone who had a part to play in this initiative. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Community leaders of Belgarden were honored during a special ceremony hosted by the Zion Youth Association. The event was an idea born from the youth group and was well received by the honorees. More in this report.
It's an anonymous saying that goes, so many of our elderly population are forgotten about or disregarded. One day we will all be where they are. Is this how we will want to be treated? Our elderly deserve to be honored and respected. Well, the Zion Youth Association exemplified this principle on Sunday when they honored several individuals from the Belgarden community who contributed in various ways. These individuals were described as the building blocks of the community. A representative, Dr. Faith V. Israel, expressed pride in the young people's decision to honor their elders.
Because you have taken it upon yourself to help heal the Belgarden community, to help ensure that our young people are productive members of society, and to engender a community spirit.
Among the honorees were entrepreneurs, farmers, teachers, tradesmen, centurions, and musicians, such as Walter Mayer, who was one of the founding members of TNTech's New East Side Dimension Steel Band.
And I started playing the school children. Yeah. So that's what you see whole East Side for today. Yeah, Belgarden people, I love you. And Zion Hill Youth, I'm proud of you all.
Even though teachers like Mrs. Ivan Bonas are long retired, Bonas remains committed to working with young people in the community.
Although I might have a little age, you all can always come to me and invite me Once I'm strong, I'll come to some of the meetings.
While the elders were grateful for the appreciation shown, a couple of them lamented that not enough young people want to follow in their footsteps, whether it is tailoring, like Mr. Glenford Beckles, or as a tradesman, like Mr. Bertram McConey.
I'm very disappointed with the younger fellas in the village. Since I am sewing 20 years, not one young man from the village could come and say, I want to learn trade. Not one.
No, we kind of people to be going, I don't want to learn trade. You know why? Because they come, I want to work, Mr. Bertram. How much you pay? What you could do? They can't do nothing. All they could do is show stone in a box, dig a hole. That's all.
They encourage the young people to consider learning from them before they are gone. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
The closing ceremony of the Rotary Week, which took place at the Fairways Restaurant and Golf Club in Tobago last Saturday evening, marked a poignant celebration of community spirit and Rotary's enduring commitment to service. Travicia Phillips has more details in this story.
District 7030 Governor Brian Glasgow, hailing from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, graced the occasion with his presence. Expressing his affinity for Tobago and its resemblance to his homeland, Governor Glasgow commended the familial bond among Tobagonian Rotary clubs.
I think I got something wrong when I was coming here, because I came here expecting to visit 4 clubs, 2 Rotary clubs, an Interact club, and a Rotaract club. And I didn't get to visit 4 clubs. I visited 1 Rotary family.
Governor Glasgow shared insights into Rotary's commitment to addressing the high crime rates in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, and the wider Caribbean region.
And while we can't solve the problem as Rotarians, we can contribute to reducing the level of violent crime. And that is one of the reasons why in the district we have an emphasis on peace and on conflict resolution, not necessarily at an adult level alone, but in our schools.
Chief Secretary Fali Augustine took the stage and expressed gratitude to Tobago's Rotary clubs for their unwavering support and contributions to the island's development over the years.
I don't know if a couple months could pass without some Rotary club in Tobago, some Rotary affiliate club in Tobago, going to plant some trees somewhere, trying to protect some coastline. When we have beach cleanups, the Rotary club is always first to be present and accounted for. During the ceremony, 5 new members were inducted into the Tobago Rotary Club fraternity, namely Shervis Small Atkins, Hadassah Finley, Darren Davis, Michael Granderson, and Gillian Lewis, symbolizing the continued growth and commitment of the Rotary movement in Tobago. The event served as a testament to the dedication of Tobagonian Rotary clubs in fostering community engagement, promoting peace, and making tangible contributions to the island's welfare and development. Travicia Phillips, Tobago Updates Television News.
Our sports report is up next. Stay tuned.
NMG. Make me down in the band, we come out of run in tongue, hey. Run in tongue again. Run down, hey. Run in tongue. Run in tongue again. Come back, hey. Run in tongue. Run in tongue again. Run in tongue. It's carnival.
Scrub Ties brings to you our organic fat dissolving shots. Yes, guys, our lemon butter shots breaks down stubborn fat, tightens any loose skin while increasing your metabolism. No side effects, no downtime. We also offer cavitation, cellulite treatment, butt, breast, hip dip fillers, weight loss, fertility IVs, and much more. Contact us on 495-6624 or follow us on Instagram at Scrub Ties Body Contouring.
Your destiny. The best way to predict it is to create it. Do you see yourself exploring exotic destinations or spending quality time with family? However you see yourself, create your own retirement destiny with Tata Life's Destiny Personal Savings Booster. Choose from one of 3 investment options with guaranteed minimum investment returns to secure a monthly retirement income for life, with the option to choose your retirement age. So what's your retirement destiny? Call 62TATIL or visit tatil.co.tt to learn more today. Conditions apply. Tatil Life, a member of the Answer McCall Group.
Welcome to a sports report. Orlando James, the national under-19 cricketer, left spectators awestruck last Saturday with an outstanding 171 runs in Tobago Cricket Association's 40 overs tournament. His remarkable performance propelled the Scarborough Mason Hall to a total of 352 for 4, marking the highest individual score of the season. Sports reporter Marcus Daniel has the details.
Last Saturday, Orlando James, a national under-19 cricketer, showcased his talent with a commanding 171 runs in the Tobago Cricket Association's 40 overs tournament. Tobago Police CC bore the brunt of James's formidable inning, which marked the highest individual score of the season. His performance propelled his team, Scarborough Mason Hall, to a total of 352 for 4 in a match reduced to the 7 overs. Additional noteworthy contributions came from Brandon Mark Brong and Joshua James, who both scored half centuries. In response, Tobago Police CC was dismissed for 98 runs, with Orlando demonstrating his bowling prowess by claiming 5 wickets for 26 runs. Meanwhile, leg spinner Addison Daniel took 6 wickets for 18 runs as CMB United narrowly defeated Roxburgh Strikers by 1 wicket in a thrilling encounter. Despite struggling during their inning, CMB United managed to chase down a target of 160 for victory, with Jamie Boyce batting at number 11, playing a crucial role. Elsewhere, Donovan Roberts and Antonio Providence started with half centuries in Georgia PYC's impressive 117-run win over Airport Authority at Shaw Park. Georgia posted a total of 263 for 6, with Roberts unbeaten on 70 and Jordan contributing 61 runs. Airport Authority faltered, collapsing to 147 all out. On Sunday, CMB United secured a spot in the Big Four semis by defeating Tobago Police CC by 8 wickets. The upcoming rescheduled match between Police CC and Georgia PYC on Saturday holds significance for Georgia, who need a victory to advance among the top 4 teams. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
In a thrilling turn of events, Signal Hill Secondary School secured a coveted spot in the Premier Division of the Secondary Schools Football League. Their dramatic 2-1 comeback against Blancheshire Secondary last Friday propelled them to second place, clinching promotion. They will be joining Speyside High School, who has already made it in. More in this report from our sport reporter, Marcus Daniel.
Signal Hill Secondary School will join Speyside High School in the top tier of the Secondary Schools Football League later this year. Signal Hill's promotion came after a dramatic 2-1 come-from-behind victory against Blantyshire Secondary in last Friday's Big 5 action. Downey Marshall's team needed a win to overtake Blantyshire's and secure a spot in the Premier Division. Despite trailing 1-0 after 90 minutes, they remarkably scored twice in quick succession to jump from 4th to 2nd place in the standings and secure promotion. Blantyshires only needed to avoid defeat to secure their place in the Premiership. They took an early lead with a penalty from Roger Kirk in the 4th minute, maintaining a 1-0 lead at half-time. However, emotions ran high in the second half when Kirk was sent off in the 79th minute for a second bookable offence after referee Keon York penalised the attacker for delaying the restart of play. Signal Hill capitalised with goals from Imani Forbes in the 91st and the 95th minute. The game ended after Blantyshires players and fans reacted aggressively to a straight red card to Zacchaeus Kirk in the 94th minute. Following the game, coach Downey Marcel said, quote, "Emotions are high given the importance of the game. You have to try to quell things and not make them escalate. We had no interest in any rob. We remembered what happened at the end of the Miracle Ministries game, and we were not going to let that happen again," end quote. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Hit Sports.
And that's it for Sports Report. More news coming up after the break.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
The United Nations Security Council has condemned the escalating violence, criminal activity, and human rights abuses in Haiti, expressing concern for regional security. Commending CARICOM's efforts for quote-unquote free and fair elections and democratic restoration, the Council issued a statement addressing the rise in trafficking and smuggling from Haiti. They reiterated deep concern over security and humanitarian crises, condemning violence, criminal activities, and attacks on infrastructure by armed gangs. Stressing the need for humanitarian aid and support from Haitian police, they urged swift deployment of the multinational security support mission. The Council urged political actors to engage in constructive negotiations for elections and democratic institutions. They also emphasized the need for arms embargo implementation and justice for perpetrators, including an investigation into the assassination of President Moise. Meanwhile, a regional bloc has convened an emergency summit in Jamaica's capital, Kingston, gathering Caribbean, North American, and European leaders and envoys to address the crisis in Haiti. The meeting comes amid escalating chaos caused by attempts by gangs to wrest control from Haiti's prime minister. Guyanese President Mohamed Irfan Ali, CARICOM's current chairperson, stressed the need for ongoing talks aimed at restoring stability and normalcy in Haiti, but warned that Haitian stakeholders must act swiftly as time is not on their side. Trinidad and Tobago's Trade Minister Paulo Gopiscoon is leading a trade mission to Ghana from March 12 to 17, 2024, aimed at strengthening trade ties and exploring business opportunities. Organized by the Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers Association and Export TT, the delegation includes 21 companies from various sectors, including food and beverage, chemical and household, construction, apparel and textiles, and financial services, along with representatives from the Tobago House of Assembly and trade-related state agencies. The mission seeks to identify business opportunities, source materials, explore investment avenues, establish strategic contacts, and raise awareness of Trinidad and Tobago's products in Ghana. Now for a look at the weather update from the TNT Met Office. Tonight's forecast is mostly fair, with the possibility of occasional showers towards dawn and the temperatures dropping to a cool 25 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, expect hot, sunny conditions with breezy moments and a slight chance of isolated showers as temperatures reach around 32 degrees Celsius and a heat index of 36 degrees Celsius. A yellow level warning for hazardous seas is currently in effect, urging small craft operators, sea bathers, and all maritime interests to exercise caution. Seas may become choppy due to long period swells and spring tides, with waves reaching up to 1.8 meters in open waters and less than 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 6:11, with sunset following at 6:13. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Let's recount the headlines before we go. Minority opposes cancellation of Tobago Jazz Experience. IMF says TNT undergoing economic recovery. Zion Youths honor Bell Garden heroes. And in sports, Orlando James dominates under-19 cricket. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.